Let's do it, guys. Hello, everybody. It's Dr. Zaino with 15-Minute Fuel, where just in 15 minutes a day, we're going to fuel your mind, your body, and your future. All right, starts with the announcements when we start getting people on live. The announcements are episode number 8 is live. So if you haven't seen episode 8, make sure you'll see the link below. Make sure you click on it, either when you're watching this or after, and watch episode 8. Also, please like, please share, and please follow so you know when you get the latest updates. So the great way to make sure that you don't miss an episode, you could make sure you follow me here on Facebook, or you can go to YouTube. And when you go to YouTube, like and subscribe to the Chris Zaino page, and you'll always get, every time it's live, you'll get it. In fact, you may even get it sooner than we announce it to be live. So I always like getting things a little bit earlier. It feels more special. So make sure you do those things. Again, join all our other social media outlets as well. Hit the likes, hit the thumbs up. We got a couple of you coming on here. We got some of you on YouTube Live, some of you on Facebook Lives. Also, write your comments and your questions. And I will get to them. I always get to them, of course, but sometimes I've been noticing with the phone or when we're doing the Facebook Lives, they're scrolling so fast I can't go back. Hey, Cordy, good to see you. Thanks for calling me the man. I appreciate it. I am. I'm a hero, so are you. All right, so today, now remember, 15-Minute Fuel is about what? About fueling your mind, your body, and your future. So I know we've been doing a lot of mindset and future stuff, and that's kind of where I'm going. You know, that's what I love to do. But let's take a moment and let's talk about the body today, right? Because without this vehicle, without this body, our mind's will is not going to do anything, all right? We need the vehicle to get through that. So let's talk about body stuff. And so a big question I had was, Dr. Z, can you give me some recommendations to boost my metabolism? And in fact, this person was coming from an injury. So they're injured right now. You know, they had some knee surgery, and they want to see, well, I don't want to be stuck on the couch. It was a really bad leg injury. So how can you do it without even exercising? All right, so how many of you raising your hand would like to know, thumbs up, big heart, how to boost your metabolism without even going to the gym? And you know, part of it will be going to the gym or exercising, but I'm thinking at least we could have 8 of them, all right? 8 ways to boost your metabolism without even having to step foot in the gym. So we'll go over that today. Also, please like, please share, thumbs up, and put your comments below. We so appreciate them. And don't forget, episode 8 is live, all right? So let's talk about it. So the first thing we're gonna do, hey mom, oh, you're in San Francisco? Nice. All right, so mom, let's do this. Not my mom's in San Francisco, so let's start here. The first thing we're gonna do to correct or boost your metabolism is correcting head forward posture. Now, if you're watching this, for the practitioners out there, I know you know what I'm talking about. But if you don't know, studies have shown, watch this, when the spine is in a head forward posture like this, not only does it take up to 15 years off of life of your body because it stretches the spinal cord and damages the nerves, and these nerves are going to your heart, to your lungs, and to your thyroid, okay? Now, perfect example. You know, if you're sitting at work all day and you have head forward posture and you're slunched over, it decreases the function of the amount of oxygen in your body. It decreases the function of the thyroid and even the heart. And a great way to do this, you know, is when you're watching this, bring your head forward and bring your chin to your chest and take the deepest breath possible. All right, now bring your head back over your shoulders. Take the deepest breath possible. Which one did you get more oxygen? The one with the head back, okay? So imagine, remember the compound effect. Imagine every second of every day when you're working, hour after hour, week after week, day after day, year after year, of having less and reduced oxygen and lung capacity. What do you think that's going to do to your body and your metabolism? It's going to crash it. So we need oxygen for the metabolism. I want you to think of oxygen like what happens when you put oxygen with a fire? It explodes, right? So the same thing with the body. We need oxygen in the body for metabolism. Plus the nerve roots to your thyroid. Your thyroid needs to be acting and functioning at 100%. So we don't want to make sure we don't want any nervous system interference to be able to even interfere with that one bit. So just doing that alone, correcting head forward posture, is going to allow you to, you know, boost your metabolism. Clearly, that's why a lot of our patients, when they start getting chiropractic care, when we're removing the subluxations of the damage in the neck and doing their home rehab exercise at home, they come in saying, I'm losing inches. I lost 10 pounds. I'm not even trying. Well, the reason why you're losing weight is, number one, the body's not in such a crisis mode anymore because it's functioning better. When your body's in crisis, it's not going to do what you want it to do. And number two, the head forward posture. We're removing the interference from the nervous system, so these areas are starting to function better again. That's what's the great part about it. When your body's function healing, you're not going to be struggling with the issues that you thought were age, genetics, culture, and getting old. It has nothing to do with that. It's always about function. So correcting head forward posture. Now, if you're watching this and you're like, well, I don't know how to correct. I don't have a chiropractor. Well, just personally PM me and with a zip code, and I'll find one in your area for you. And you just got to get that going. Now, in the meantime, if you're sitting here, just think about it. You want to make sure you get the head forward posture back. So at least lay your head off the bed like that, or roll up a towel and put it over your neck or behind your neck. Start doing something now until you get to your first appointment. So definitely want to do that. So correcting head forward posture, and that is scientific for you research people out there that need the research. You don't need research for two reasons. Bring your chin to your chest, take a deep breath, bring it over. You don't need research on that. And the number two thing that if you're a researcher, they didn't need research is this. Because we're about heroes, right? Show me the posture of a hero. What's the posture of a hero? It's like this, right? They're a hero. They're up, chest is up, chin is angled, head is back, right? That's a hero. Have you ever seen a hero with head forward posture? Heroes don't have head forward posture. Like, you don't see like a hero. Have you ever seen a movie with a hero like this walking around, like trying to save the day? No, it never happens. Heroes don't have head forward posture. So we're heroes. Heroes don't have head forward posture. Number two, I'm gonna pull from both sides here. Number two is to boost your metabolism is to eat breakfast, okay? Because watch this, when you start eating, you break the fast, and when I eat something, you start eating, the body starts the metabolism to digest it, all right? So start eating breakfast if you haven't. A biohack is studies are showing that having a breakfast with no carbohydrates will allow your body to efficiently utilize carbohydrates and sugars for the rest of the day more effectively, meaning that if you do have carbohydrates in your diet, that first meal doesn't have carbs in it. So as you see, for the breakfast, I have 6 whole eggs in the morning. That's all I have, so it's protein and fats. Then when I start adding carbs in around my workout throughout the day, my body's gonna be able to absorb and utilize carbohydrates more efficiently. So if you're gonna have breakfast, I would just make it a protein, veggie, fat, no carbohydrates whatsoever in that breakfast. Now, for the number 3 thing, if you're liking this, thumbs up, big hearts. The number 3 way to boost your metabolism is, remember I'm pulling from both sides, fasting, right? He just said eat breakfast, one that's fasting. Well, a lot of you are thinking about intermittent fasting, but I think it's good once in a while. So maybe 1 to 2 days a week, intermittent fast. So what that does is you skip breakfast, right? So see, everything works. So you could have breakfast and then a couple days a week, skip it. All right. And the reason why I don't like skipping it too many days in a row is because I know personally that, especially from dieting, and because that's the thing, a lot of people intermittent fast, and if you could do it, great. But for me personally, from dieting, your body develops and it adapts. So if I'm pulling something away from my body and I added it, for instance, after a competition, I always diet nice and slow and I don't, but someone who's just ripping out carbs and taking out food and doing all this cardio, when you stop doing that, your body rebounds. Why? Because it adapted to a low metabolic rate, number 1. Number 2, you're doing all this output that it actually adapts to, all this cardio. And then when you start eating a little bit of carbs and stop doing your cardio, your body explodes and you blow it up and you hoard fat. It's insane because the body is now rebounding. So that's why if you want to intermittent fast, I would try do it a couple days a week. Because if you took Monday and Thursday and you skip breakfast, your body's not going to be like, holy cow, they're not eating breakfast. Let's lower the metabolic rate. So sprinkle it in there. So it would just be skipping breakfast. That's also another way to boost your metabolic rate. I know it's pulling from both sides. Very good, Kat. It said shock your metabolism. All right, Rhonda. Hi, Tony. So excited to see you here. Very nice. We have people. Breakfast is overrated. Tracy said we don't do that anymore either. I still like breakfast, like eggs, but just eating it later. So Tracy had a good point. You could still have your egg foods that you like, just have it a little bit later. Play around with them. I think if you shock it back and forth, it'll be great. And I'll talk to you about another shock later on. And I am a Mr. America, Mr. Universe, so I kind of know what I'm talking about. Tracy Mahan. All right, so let's talk about number 4 rather, eat small meals per day, graze, all right? So you don't need big ones, just have enough meals or have enough food to know that you're gonna get to the next time of eating. Because another thing, if you hoard food, it's not really good, especially what you need to do. So eat light and don't stress about it, all right? So just eat small meals per day, it's grazing. I always think of it as putting wood in the fire. You eat more frequent snacks, you're just kicking up that metabolism even more. Number 5, consume green vegetables each meal if you can. Preferably green cruciferous vegetables, because number 1, they have anti-estrogen properties, so that helps pulling some water weight off. But also, every time you eat a vegetable, an organic green vegetable, we'll throw cauliflower in there as well. Cauliflower gets a bad rap, but cauliflower is great. Cabbage, that stuff. When you start to eat those vegetables, your body actually burns calories trying to digest them. So you're better off eating the greens and eating the raw vegetables or the steamed vegetables, because they become a negative food, meaning not negative in a bad way, but your body burns more calories trying to digest it. Plus, it gives you a feeling of fullness, and the fiber helps push that food out of the way. So all that fiber, your body actually burns more calories with it, again, boosting the metabolism. Number 6, consume some type of source of protein. When you eat protein, your metabolism goes up about 20% per time you eat the protein. So just consuming protein, just consuming a vegetable at each meal is going to keep your metabolic rate going. All right. So these are just, we're not even in the gym yet. Number 7, drink at least a half a gallon of water per day. 8, the number 8, 8-ounce glasses of water. 8, like episode 8 is live. Watch that. But 8 ounce glasses of water. That equals a half a gallon. So if you think a half a gallon is intimidating, it's the old 8-ounce glasses of water. How do you know you're hydrated? You don't want fluorescent pee, right? Make sure your pee is clear. All right. So drink the water. Why? Because when you're dehydrated, it will slow down your metabolic rate 100%. So make sure you're hydrated. It'll also make you feel full. A lot of times when we're thirsty, the body's going to crave salty foods. So make sure you are hydrated. Keep the water with you in a glass bottle, filtered water, and sip it all day long. You shouldn't be chugging. If you want to add a little bit of apple cider vinegar in there, go ahead and do that. It's just for taste or flavor. Put some lemon, whatever you want to do. Be hydrated. So far, 1 through 7, no gym. Number 8. Number 8 is going to be having I call it one loose meal or 2 loose meals a week. For most of you, let's start with 1. All right. So the 1 loose meal a week is once a week, have a meal whatever you want it to be. I don't want to call it a vacation meal, and I definitely don't want to call it a cheat meal. The word cheat meal is so degrading because then it makes you feel like you're doing something bad. It's not bad, it's planned. It's just what you do. It's a loose meal. Just eat whatever you want. Don't call it anything. But that's one. I would do 1 meal a week in the beginning because you got to see how it works on your body. For some of you, you could eat 1 meal a week and it evaporates. For some of you, eat 1 meal a week and you gain 2 pounds, right? We got to just see where you're at. For some of you that you eat 1 meal a week, you could probably go to two loose meals a week. But that's why I start with 1, so to be able to assess if you need to do more or even less. Maybe do it once every 10 days. Good thing about the loose meal, it stimulates that metabolism really well. It shocks the body again, and it makes the body feel that you're not in crisis. Meaning this. If you're dieting, or eating well or eating right on schedule 5-6 days a week, let's say, then you add in that meal. The best way to have your loose meal is this. All right, make it a date night and make it the last meal of the day. Why? Because when you start eating whatever, and it's let's say you went to a breakfast buffet because you wanted it, you're going to be off the rest of the day. Your blood sugar is going to be up and down, and you're going to be miserable. So go out, have a date night, have fun. Have whatever you want, and then that's the last meal of the day. So what happens after you eat stuff like that? You go home, you're sleepy, you go to bed. When you're sleeping, your body's able to digest that stuff, and your insulin levels will balance over those 6 to 8 hours. Because in the morning, it's going to just do this, and you're going to be, the day's going to be all over the place. So always make it your last meal of the day. And you'll probably sweat and everything when you're sleeping, but that's fine. So eat that fun loose meal, whatever you want. Boom, go to bed. All right. All right, so that was 8 things we went over that you didn't have to go to the gym for. Correct head forward posture, easy. You should be on a chiropractic care anyway. It's an essential of life, to do it. Eat breakfast, or like Tracy says, don't eat breakfast. It's overrated. Switch them around, play with it. Well, I think that's good. So it could be there, it could not. Just play it around. And I think if you add number 2 and number 3, eat breakfast and don't, it really shows that breakfast is not as important as it really was. But I like to change variety in there. Keep it guessing. Number 4, eat small, frequent meals per the day, small stuff. So you literally don't even have to have meals. Just have, feedings throughout the day. Consume green vegetables per meal if you can. Consume a protein source when you can because they help boost the metabolism as well. Make sure your protein is grass-fed or free range if it's chicken. Make sure you're hydrated. Very easy to do. I'm not telling you anything tough here. Easy. Bring the water with you in either a can, those canteen, stainless steel or glass. I like glass. Have 1 loose meal once a week. We're starting with that. Now let's talk to the last two. 9 and 10 will be this, resistance training. Keeping your muscle. So this is not just about building muscle, it's about just keeping muscle. Let's not even talk about building, all right? Resistance training will allow you to keep muscle. As long as you keep your muscle, or even gain a couple pounds of sexy muscle, muscle requires energy to burn. Muscle needs energy to survive. Fat doesn't. Body fat serves zero purpose in a human being, like on all levels. It's not healthy. Body fat's not healthy. It's not attractive. And then when you start getting really out of, even though society, we don't care what we say, we don't care what people think about you. We do. Unfortunately, society does care that you're obese or overweight. Just think of that. They did those studies where they would put someone in a heavy suit. They didn't get treated the way they should. They didn't get the jobs the way they should compared to someone who wasn't. So in any way you look, no one's going to tell me that having extra body fat is healthy for you. It doesn't benefit you in any way, shape, or form. So that's why keeping your muscle, gaining a little bit of muscle, you actually burn calories sleeping. So a little bit of muscle is good. That's why you want to have some type of exercise that builds some muscle or maintains it. And cardiovascular exercise. Good thing about cardio, there's a couple things you could do. If you do long distance cardio, you're burning more calories when you're doing it. So it's basically calorie output. That's how you're boosting metabolism. But if you do a HIIT burst type of cardio where you do high intensity for 15 to 20 second intervals, go down for a minute, hit it hard for 15 to 20 seconds. Like Whitney does the HIIT cardio for about 12 to 15 minutes. That creates a hormonal response and you have an afterburn for, they say anywhere between 18 to 30 hours, whatever it is. So the HIIT cardio will actually create a hormonal response to burn more fat and boost your metabolism. But for those of you who can't do HIIT cardio, because it's tough to do HIIT cardio when you run as hard as you can because you might fall. So it's really good to do it on a machine. But if you don't, just try to do like higher intensity, lower intensity. But if you have knees or shoulders or injury, then I would just do the long duration. It's fine. Do some type of cardio, that'd be good. Plus, remember, the cardio is not for your metabolism only, it's for your heart, which is one of the greatest muscles you have. All right, so if you like that, thumbs up. We have some good stuff going on. Let's see, we got 17 minutes. HIIT training right now, love it. Pete's doing his HIIT training. Ashley, can your team post the YouTube live link here so I can pass it on to my friends and family who are there? All right, so what we do with these, if you're wondering, great job, Ashley. So all of these videos that you see we're doing, so I'm on YouTube Live right now. You could go to the Chris Zaino channel. It's there. This is live because I got two phones here. Now, and if you're watching this at Facebook, we also rip it from Facebook and we upload it to YouTube. So if you go to Chris Zaino on YouTube, you'll have all the 15-minute fuels we ever did. I believe we've done over 40. Can you believe it? Give me thumbs up and some hearts that we've been at this over 40 days. And so you'll have all the We Are Heroes on the YouTube already there and all the 15-minute fuels. So if you want your source of videos, YouTube has everything on playlists for you guys. And they're all titled and it's really cool. So check that out and make sure you subscribe because what happens when you subscribe, you'll know the latest thing. So I have the people I follow on YouTube and I love every morning I hit my subscriptions and I get to see all the new latest videos. So I'm really up to date. So you want to keep up to date. Also, a great way to do this, thanks guys for all the hearts. I know I give you guys a lot of content and I don't want you to feel overwhelmed because I either have a choice. Either we provide you for a lot of content or we give you barely enough content. And I feel that if we provide you more than enough content, it keeps you engaged, number one, and you never know, that one picture, that one teaser trailer, that one 15-minute fuel, that one We Are Heroes, that could be the one that's the breaking point to change your life. So I want to make sure I'd rather overgive to you guys content than underdoing it. But the best way to show love is just share this, like this, and just tell others. That's really all we ask. That's the right hook. Like I say, we're just asking. Rhonda says, are any of your tips in written format to save and read later? Hey, Rhonda. So Rhonda, the reason why I'm laughing is ask Mac this. Mac and I were talking about, that's her son. My media is visual, right? Like video, that's my media. If I sit down and write, I could write really well. I mean, I wrote a book and everything, but man, it is just, so what we'll do, Rhonda, is Mac, we'll wind up doing, we'll find someone who's gonna be able to transcribe all the 15-minute fuels. And I also have something coming out called 5-Minute Fuel. That's gonna be something we're working on where in your email box every morning, you'll have a 5-minute video of some type of life tip or exercise that you can do daily because you like that, so that'll be in your email. And what we'll do is we'll transcribe all those, Rhonda, and then the transcription. We'll get an editor and a ghostwriter, and they'll just put it all together. So we'll have several books for you, several blogs. So we just got to delegate that out to someone who would transcribe and edit. So thank you. We'll be able to do that. Ashley Oshner said, great stuff. Thank you, bud. And Ashley, I am thinking about August. I just got to find out when we're in Park City. I actually wanted me to speak. And what I love about Ashley, Dr. Oshner, he asked me to speak on my Act 3, not the chiro stuff, which I appreciate because he's pushing me into where I need to go, not what I'm comfortable in. So thank you guys so much. We love you and care about you. And here's some news. Let's finish with some news. News number one. We are acquiring the URL IamHero.com, so the show may change to I Am Hero, or the brand may start to be I Am Hero because it's proclaiming you are the hero, I am hero. And also my son Justice, he has a YouTube page now, so we're building his YouTube page and his Facebook fan page because he wants to start doing videos. He tried to hijack my video yesterday, so hopefully we'll get Justice on starting Monday, or maybe sooner than that. You'll see Justice. I think it's going to be called the Justice League or League of Justice, something catchy. And so we'll see where that goes as a family. Thank you guys so much for everything you do. Please comment. I'll answer all your comments. Thanks, Genevieve. Ashley Asher said word. We appreciate you. Tomorrow is Thursday, and we'll see you for 15-minute fuel at 2 p.m. Central, where our goal is to fuel your mind, your body, and everybody, write it down, your future. All right, God bless. Finish and out.